traders, this is Thiago and welcome to Bull Futures channel. Today I'm gonna carry out another live transmission. This week I'm doing this every session. If this is your first time, objective here is to show how to complement the technical analysis with order flow tools and vice versa, and show that this gives the trader a competitive edge so we can refine our entries and exits. So for me it's definitely a clear advantage, and this is what I intend to show you during the transmission. Okay, um, let's start as usual with a quick brief. Yesterday morning, oh, before on the daily chart, we see we've had the fourth straight session down. Okay, a correction that is pretty much normal considering the hike we have. Okay, we have a strong rally, and it's been usual to see. I was curious about the 44.27. That is a Fibonacci retracement we had up there, and it had passed it through when moving upwards. We've seen a kind of a support in the region, buyers trying to defend it, but then afterward it's been lost. Okay, we have this steep uptrend line here from May 24th. It's been respected a couple of times before the rally actually started. Then it didn't came after overcoming the 350. It didn't came back to the 2 sessions ago, and it's been lost together with the Fibonacci. Let's see until where this move goes. Yesterday I've mentioned about the 60-minute chart. Since it was the first time since the beginning of June, that we traded consistently below the 20 period moving average. Okay, and this is actually a bearish signal. We had other times that we've lost the moving average, but lost, and then we prices recovered, and it was just a quick bounce below it. But yes, I mentioned about the 60 minutes, and before the session and during the session we've seen that 6 minute kept working. Okay, I just made this downtrend channel key, but I will move it just to see. You may see that the resistance, or sessions high, regular sessions high, was right at the moving average. Okay, we've lost prior low that was 410.50. Price of loss. I've thought that I thought that losing the 410 could maybe speed up downwards, but what we've seen is that the region of 402, 405 is really strong. It was previously a support, and yesterday it worked pretty well, and prices were able to hold on 403 and then make the high at the 430. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we're opening with a gap. Okay, 10-point gap probably, and I have just drawn this downtrend channel here. Let's see if we'll keep working. This 6 minute will be a good reference for us to. Usually I don't look at it. I use only the 15 minutes, but to give a bit longer perspective, bit longer for day trader, né? I use the 6 minute. Okay, so we would need to make higher tops and lows to see possibly the a reversal of this move. But until we don't see this, I will keep looking at this channel here and trying to see if price will keep respecting it. Okay, let's put on the 15. We just opened. Price are pressured. We are 0.50 0.40% down. overnight has been spent below the value area. That means under pressure. And if you look here at top left, at bottom left, we can make this downtrend from yesterday afternoon. Okay, it was really respected during the afternoon. It not that respect, but followed the draft in the night. It was down, and let's see now in the session, regular session, what's going to happen. Okay, so let's pay attention here. We have the support one at 39.50, 395.50. Okay, let's see. It could we've seen during the night or during the morning, early in the morning, it's been respected a couple of times. So far, the low was at 393. Yeah, as Aaron mentioned here, we will have news in 30 minutes. Housing info. Let's wait and see. We have already the initial jobless claims that moved a bit prices, but basically it returned to the region it was previously trading. Let's see. I just put my glasses here. Let's see what's going to happen. We see here a range being formed, a narrow range being formed between 98 and 95. 96 was a low couple of sessions ago, so 4396 was a point I had actually noted. We could expect some activity. We are seeing sellers putting pressure, but strong absorption. Let's see who will win this battle here. Sellers are actually putting pressure, but buyers, look here, a huge absorption in the low. So even though we are seeing sellers putting pressure, but buyers are seems to be striving to hold here. That is right above right at the support one. Okay. And let's see, in the case of moving upwards, we had 403 to 5. That was, again, important yesterday. We could see it working as maybe as a resistance again. Then we have the value area low at 407. This is a reference broadly used by market, so we could see prices at least making a pause around it. And 411 to 13 that we had already noted yesterday, it's been important again. But let's see, considering all this bearish activity we've seen the latest sessions, moving upwards and failing in any of these regions, such as even here, to fail below the 4400, it's even worse. It could confirm the weakness. But if moving upwards and failing in 405, 411, 417, getting stuck and failing in any of these, we should observe, because it could lead to a correction. Then we could see sometime maybe we could find some good short opportunities. Let's see here. There was an exhaustion here at the 525. Sellers actually putting pressure, but buyers defending it. But we started seeing selling absorption here. This is risky for buyers because such a strong this means buyers were defending, but sellers absorbing right here in the lows. So it's in a downtrend. This many times is risky. Is this means that the move could continue, but at the same time, we've seen an exhaustion here. So these big numbers showed a huge struggle, but this exhaustion, we are seeing lots of this in recent sessions, okay? And this is an interesting move. I like following. When ranging, exhaustions kind of a failure in breaking out with an exhaustion many times leads to good scalps. But look here, so far it doesn't worth doing anything because we have a 3-point range. The risk here is really, it's not, it don't worth doing anything, doesn't worth. But we see, look here at the 2013 within balance. We see that strong sellers were making lots of aggressions and buyers absorbing. Let's see, buyers were able to make this quick reaction here. Let's see if they will be able, but there was a rejection or an exhaustion at the 0.1, but let's see. But we're seeing that lots of sellers absorption, selling absorption at the 400. So we see that we find lots of sellers willing to sell, okay? What we're seeing is that is market find liquidity in lower and lower levels, okay? We see, such as yesterday, we had a negative gap, then prices traded in kind of a range with high volatility, but in a lower range. So meaning that players have found liquidity in that range. And so far, the liquidity is below the 400. This fail right at the 0.125. We see. Let's uh, 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 recap the context. We were ranging in a narrow range. Then buyers quickly make the breakout at the range, but failed. We've seen an exhaustion right at a crucial point. And then what is a bit worse in this case, we didn't see buyers absorbing sellers' aggression up there. Prices quickly moved downwards. So this is a fact that confirms the this initial bearish perspective. Let's see if failing up there not necessarily mean we will see the breakout down here. Let's see. We've seen the exhaustion at 9.5, but let's see how they will. Let's see if we'll have the housing figures in 20 minutes. Let's see if they continue or this will be exhaustion. Do you see today is a bit strange. We didn't see such a moves in the latest sessions. And so we need to, this is something that grabs my attention because if we are positioned in such a situation with such fast moves, sometimes it can easily get our stop. So in this scenario, I prefer to focus to even more to focus in the limits of the range and try to avoid confirmations such as exhaustions. Look here at this volumetric bar, few contracts in each level. This it's not being usual. Price return again to 0.1, another exhaustion at 0.1. So when this is meaningful, it's we are seeing today, so far at least, the depth of market is lower than usual. We're below 1,000 contracts. Okay, we had this an exhaustion in 375, an exhaustion in 0.1. Okay, we're shaking. This is choppy in between this range, and we've seen failure. Even when trying the breakout up there, it quickly moved but exhausted, and when putting pressure downwards, the same way. So what we've seen so far is that lacking conviction to make continued move to any of the directions. Yeah, Aaron, within the opening range. And it seems that actually this region 395 to 400, this seems to be really meaningful because this is the defense now for, we could say, for the bullish move we've seen, the rally now we've seen. So this is of great interest both for buyers to hold the move here. They it would be better to avoid letting prices trade below, but at the same time, for sellers, it's a barrier they need to overcome to be able to push downwards. Let's see if they will continue. Now an exhaustion in 9975. Not trustful. When moving this way, when chop, but you see, it was 17 contracts, move it down, then move it upwards again, and only 5 contracts, additional 6 contracts. Let's see. This first 15 minutes, such a condition that we need to be patient. Let's put here in the 2 minute. Look at the shadows of 2 minutes. Kind of 7 points candle, 6, 7 point candles and big shadows. This confirms the volatility we're seeing, and is also a warning for us to be vigilant. Let's see if this time they're going to You see another exhaustion, 5 contracts in month 25. Seems buyer want to move there, but when they succeed in pushing prices up there, they fail, they stop. I think that all this it's in the very beginning, but it's important for us to take care. We're seeing this indecision and prices shaking more than usual. We are seeing here is that the range is get there were a couple of tries to overcome the 400, and what we're seeing is something also usual in this condition, that the range we had a narrow range before initially, and then it goes extending. We see kind of a breakout but fail, breakout fail, prices start trading a bit higher, and the range, instead of making a breakout, the range goes getting larger. This is a bit complicated for me. I don't like this, since ranges are really important for my reading. I don't like this this additional these additions it goes making slowly. But now we're seeing that the liquidity buyers were able to keep prices here around the 9. Okay, we're seeing that sellers are trying to defend, but buyers absorbing here. But at the same time, sellers absorbing buyers aggressions here. But at least at this time, price didn't fall fastly, didn't fall quickly. It finds support here, buyers defending here in the, so now we could maybe see something happening. But look again, 401.25, 16 contracts. 16, then 18 and 22. Buyers would need to be much more aggressive to push prices. At the same time, let's see which will be the level until where sellers will be willing to sell. Okay, we're seeing buyers here and sellers. For sellers, 4,400 here is a good region. They are willing to, they are interested in selling there. I really, Aaron, I do not follow the NQ, so I I don't have this reference. Yeah, volume dropped so far, but comparing to yesterday, we were here yesterday and we talked about the volume by this time. Yesterday we had 280, 260. Today is a bit more normal. We have 340, 342, 343,000 contracts. Today the volume is a bit higher than yesterday, even though since we are close to the release of the housing data, we could actually have a decrease, but So far the volume is higher than yesterday's one, but we're seeing moves, buyers pushing up, but in a few, in small steps. Small steps. Let's see until where. And you see, every time, look here, 275, another exhaustion. We're seeing it passes 0.50, 0.75, no more than 1 point, and exhaust. And this exhaustion does not lead to trades or does not lead to reversals, but all the time in this 20 minutes, we're seeing buyers succeeding and stopping to make aggressions. Let's see. Let me put here in the 2 minute. Let's see here in the 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We are just close to this moving average. 5 minutes show kind of trying to make an uptrend. Or now we've had a larger displacement. Let's see. Right at the 525. In my opinion, this region in theory should be hard to pass through, but let's see. It tended to be since it's 3 to 5 was a strong support, not only yesterday but before as well. We should it could work today as well, but for the first time we have a stronger breakout. But even this way, it was just 3 points. But even moving outside the previous range, considering we are right at the 5, even seeing buyers absorption here, that is my way to find out potential start of uptrends. Even seeing lots of buying absorption here, I wouldn't enter. I wouldn't be comfortable to enter here because due to the region, as I've mentioned, it's 3 to 5. Uh, for me, the risk wouldn't be, the payoff would not be interesting, since I already know that already knew that this could be a resistance, but we could see it breaking out. But okay, the defense, okay. We had this exhaustion 550 before. Now sellers are defending in the 5. Remembering that we have the value area low here at the 775. And at the same time, if in the case of overcoming the 5, we would have the 7 that is pretty much it's close, could be a reference, and also the 11, 13. Let's see here, the 18, what will happen. So far, if we're entering an uptrend, it's hard to consider, but we see 800, 600, 418. This, but we are trying to make an uptrend, and then even seeing an exhaustion here, it would be definitely advised to try to make a counter trend here. It would be too risky. But we're seeing that sellers are making all the efforts to hold prices. We're seeing now here a strong bullish move, an exhaustion at 37. At 7, sorry, an exhaustion at 7. If we see prices moving below the 5 and see selling absorptions here, then we could see price moving downwards. But so far, what we're seeing is that buyers are stronger. They keep putting pressure. On the other hand, if we see prices losing the 5 and making and sellers making exhaustion below it, and buyers enter, this could be an opportunity for entering a long trade that maybe could last a bit longer. We're seeing sellers defending but buyers absorbing. Now we're on the regular trading hours highs and buyers absorbing here. So that condition, initial condition of indecision, it's been a bit changed now. I thought that we would face more resistance at the 5. I thought that we could see a pullback there, but it was not the case. But let's make a recap of the context. Prices open below the 4400, okay? Spent 20 minutes sideways from 93 to 98 with false breakouts both upwards and downwards, but the message so far is that buyers were able to hold price there, or that the demand of buyers was stronger than sellers. Sellers sold all the provided the liquidity they wanted there, but buyers are trying to are wanting to buy more contracts, and so it's pushing, they're pushing prices upwards. Price moved. There was another exhaustion in 950. We're seeing a quick displacement. For a couple of minutes, we didn't see sellers putting prices down so easily. I would say that here the 5 450 and 5 could be The reference, we are right at the 11. Let's see, the liquidity reduced strongly reduced in the depth of market. Let's see, the data was released, but there was almost no displacement. No, it didn't shake this time. So let's see, this 0.5 here. Prices, we had this exhaustion right at yesterday's close. So the gap was closed, but with right precisely an exhaustion right at the close. Now I understand that we should see what's going to happen at the 5. You see that sellers made a lot of buyers made aggressive orders, but sellers absorbed at 6. Let's see if price will be able to trade above the 5. Let's see. But we could face here a condition we've seen yesterday. Okay, we could see sellers putting pressure, but buyers able to hold. And then maybe kind of make the same story, try to reach the 18 again. Yesterday we've seen price to 5.3 to 5 to 18. But this exhaustion right at yesterday's close could be also meaningful. We're seeing in the lower end of the range, sellers absorbing. Let's see this time if it's going to pass 7. Failing to pass the 650 could be a preliminary signal. Exhaustion at 425. Let's see the time base. In the 5-minute, we see here that the price, the high was right at the moving average. Let's keep an eye here in the 650, okay? Let's say 7, because it could pass a bit and then turn back. But anyway, 650, 675 is where we have the highest volume. For minutes, but we are seeing here the volume, the depth of market remains low. This usually has been leading to more volatile sessions. We see prices shaking, jumping, shaking more, and sometimes making bigger moves, such as we've seen 20, 30 minutes ago. Well, it overcame the 650. Okay, in theory, this could be read as bullish strength. Let's see until where. Exhaustion 850. But let's confirm if it was an exhaustion actually. Now we've seen a bit migrations, absorption at 8, so kind of indication that buyers are there. They could fail, but they're defending. But failed again. Let's see the 60 minutes. I forgot to see the 60 minute. We just lost we lost at the opening the support line from the 60-minute channel. We're now moving upwards. In theory, this could lead to a reaction until the 28, 25 to 28. Let's see. But failing here, let's see here. We have seems we could be starting to form here. Would it be a triangle? Let's see. What do you think, Aaron? Will we going to find another triangle and opportunity? We've been doing well in fighting these triangles. Ascending, descending, continuing, reverting. Let's see. It would be important to hold price here in the 4 region. If we see an exhaustion, if the price is trading below and an exhaustion, 425 could trigger something here. Let's see. Yeah, Aaron, this is meaningful for me as well. This fail to retest the high is meaningful, especially in this region. We're in an important region. Price failed there. But that fail, it would be more, let's see. Let's see if you lose the 425 now. Because failing to trade below the 425 could lead, oh no, now it was, let's see if there will be an exhaustion 350 here. Oh, sellers are still putting pressure. But failing here could lead to a new test up there. We could see price at 7 again. It seems that what buyers will try, but sellers are able. The 5, remember that 5 and 6 were strong. But a fail here could mean at least reaching the 7. But the 5 and 6 that we've seen lots of selling absorption, it's working as a resistance again. Yeah, but as I've mentioned, that fail could lead to, And if we see here, I've just seen here in the 4 minutes, in 4,000 ticks, it just reached the 20 period moving average. Okay, I like looking this, and the fail was right at it. So this kind of candle, this kind of fail in such a sort of triangle could lead to a new try up there. I mentioned that it could reach the 7. It actually reached it. Let's see if it will. If sellers are able to yeah, Aaron, just yeah, Aaron, I'm just reading the test of the high. But we're seeing that it failed before the high so far. But let's see if we'll see a breakout. So for an exhaustion at 9, it seems now they succeeded. Wow, it worked, huh? Our triangle has worked again. 1113 is another region. Let's see if after this breakout, buyers will pass through. Nice break. I like to see this. When we see this kind of big picture, you can see it like a wave forming. We can see the we can see it configuring. It's automatic. Now we have big green candles, two big green candles showing that we are actually bullish. Let's see if prices are able to hold here, we could see the continuity of the uptrend. Well, we've mentioned about the 425. You see, we had 10 points after that fail in the lower end of this triangle. Where is it? Here. It's interesting to see, isn't it? We are seeing that 11 to 13, it's been broken easily. Now we have up here the 17, 18. So as I've mentioned before, yesterday, we had an important range from 0.5 to 18, okay? And we could remake this, make a revival in this region. But we're seeing that the 13 again, it's been defended by sellers. But in the latest 20, 25 minutes, we're seeing that buyers got stronger. They started the move first, let's recap, made the first breakout, then price entered in decision mode, configured the triangle, and then to us a contundent breakout, a strong and confident breakout. And it's ignoring any possible resistance here, okay? Just remembering that we need to be vigilant to avoid getting biased. Yesterday we have prices moving downwards in a trend and getting sideways. And then considering this region, we need to keep vigilant. So 1718 is a region I have here and is what we've seen yesterday. Now 17 is the pivot point and 1875 is the value area high. Considering is the pivot point, value area high, and was the limit of the range yesterday, if I had to make a bet, I would say that it would be hard to pass through without at least getting stuck around the 18, but it's hard to we this is we cannot bet here. We should trade what we see, but for the indications we had, in theory, this is the coincidence of three indications makes a region even stronger. So we're seeing that the fail, look here at the 2-minute, the fail in the 350, was 350 again. This is meaningful. 350 was yesterday low, okay? This we could see, now we could be reassuming a bullish condition. Buyers were able to defend down there. Then when overcoming, price rejected a selling defense in 350, overcame the 5 and moved right through the 18, okay? So 5 to 18, yesterday range. Let's see. It's kind of a revival of yesterday. You see that here we have 11. Let's see if we'll retest the 11 again. We could see it working as a support and trying to reach 18 again. In the case it's lost, we could see it testing the 5 again, okay? We could see a test down here, but at this time, he entering the 8 here. No, he entering the 8 could be okay. It could lead to a new test in the 350. We could say that only losing the 350 could be actually a red flag. Let's see. So after reaching the 18, let's see if they will be able to put in the 12. 15 again is working. If buyers are able to hold the move here in 15, it would be even it would confirm the bullish perspective we're seeing in the latest minutes. Being able to hold here, sellers would fail to reach the 12, and this could lead to maybe the breakout of 18, even though I still think it's too strong. Let's see. If failing here and then overcoming the 1650 and we see buyers absorbing above the 16, this could confirm the bullish perspective, and then we could see another try at the 18 and potential breakout. Let's see. We're still seeing the depth of market lower than it's been usual in the latest weeks. So we actually this week we are seeing a market a bit different from it was before, clearly different from what it's doing before. Let's see the 1150. Considering what we've seen before, today a possible breakout, we could see prices moving until the 950, okay, because we're seeing larger displacements with few contracts. Okay, let's see. The 12 is the region here. Let's see. Lots of selling aggressions, buyers holding the pressure, managing to withstand the pressure. Let's see. This is why this kind of condition really confirms what I always defend, the relevance of looking to order flow tools. Did you see? It seems to have worked, but 1175, you see that we have a barrier here. Look here at the volume price, 1491, then 391. It shows that there's actually activity there, but buyers absorbed all the pressure. Let's see if it fails to reach at least the 16 and move downwards again, then it could get dangerous to buyers, and we could see a new try to the breakout down there. For scalpers, there was a quick scalping opportunity, but the region was clear, but the pressure was higher. Yeah, Powell confirmed they expect to raise. This probability of the to raise was mentioned last week. It got market a bit surprised, so he confirmed it now again. So it seems market keeps divided, even wanting to move upwards. It seems it's kind of lacks conviction to do so. Buyers defending again. But we start seeing not that beautiful candles here in time-based charts. You see the rejection right at the value area high. But let's see here we see that this time buyers are not able to reach the 16. Let's see this time if the moving average that is at 1050. Let's see this time if it will be respected. We have an exhaustion at 1150, meaningful as well. So this also confirms the relevance of taking notes or make a good job before the session starts. We knew that 11 and 13 was an important region, that 18 was important region, that 3 to 5 were important region. Does not mean that we will do something, anything beforehand, or we just have these points in mind. And if we see any sign, we try doing anything, but we could try to do something. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just seeing another line here. Oops. Yeah. Let me put my green. It reached, I've mentioned the 1050, that was the moving average. There was an exhaustion right at the 1050. But I wouldn't try, even though I like rejections or exhaustions. The pressure is high here. Only the exhaustion wouldn't lead me to anything, but I would need to see other bullish signals to try anything. Let's see if buyers will be able to absorb all the pressure above the 12 and continue or revert the move. Let's see. The 60 minutes moving average that worked as reference yesterday and the day before is currently at 2680, okay? The case of overcoming the 18, we could use it as a broad reference. We see that 11 region is actually strong. Then fifth worked. Let's see until where buyers will be able to push. An exhaustion for 50. It's not the ideal scenario for buyers, but they could push at least the 6. Let's see if they reach at least the 6. We see that the moving average has worked again. Look at this 15-minute candle. Big shadows. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. We were in a clear uptrend above the 400 and then 409. Now we reach this important region from 11 to 18. In this case, today 11 to 16. Let's see if buyers will be able, if it will be, market will be bullish enough to maintain the bullish, the uptrend, or if we will get sideways, such as yesterday. 625. Yeah, but if we keep facing difficult to overcome the 625, this will be definitely not that bearish. Oh, just realize it. 1 hour and 5 minutes of transmission as usual. I will finish here. Thanks for watching. For you guys that is watching the recorded stream, any doubts, just drop me a comment. Aaron, as usual, muito obrigado. Bom ter o senhor aqui comigo. Que você tenha aí uma boa sessão. Já deve ter feito uns 20 pontos aí, imagina, né? Mas que você tenha uma boa continuidade de sessão. Ok? Tomando cuidado que, como a gente viu, ok, que está numa tendência, mas está um pouquinho diferente de ontem. Ah, sorry. Taking care because, as we've seen, it's a bit different from previous sessions. Oh, previous sessions, kind of bit of different from yesterday, shaking a bit more, but let's see. So Aaron, good luck to your Flamengo. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Have a nice session. See you tomorrow.